Hey guys, what's going on? 5869 here, and I've got I believe this is the second NEL cast now. Pretty excited for this one again. The first one was actually a ton of fun, a really close game. If you haven't watched it out, please check it out. I believe it was ixMike1437, Brax, JJ, Squee. So a bunch of solid players were in that game. But right now we're in this game, so let's break it down. Looks like we're gonna have a Bat Rider first ban, which we don't actually see too often. Usually, it's certainly a Troll Sniper first ban. Maybe like an Earthshaker Venge first ban as well. But Bat Rider, still definitely a tier 1 hero, especially in the hands of ixMike. He plays an unreal Bat Rider, just absolutely insane. He makes the most out of the jungle. Obviously, offlane player, like sticking to the offlane. So we'll see what he wants to pick up here. Maybe he'll move into something like the Spirit Breaker. Always fun to watch ixMike grab the Spirit Breaker here. And actually, Shadow Fiend going to be the ban. So are we even going to see both Sniper and Troll banned this game? We'll still have Io. We'll still have Venge. We'll still have Earthshaker. All fantastic picks, especially in the NA Dota scene.
Dire team ban.
And here's the final ban. I imagine it'll be Troll, as nobody likes a game of Troll. But even Quap we see getting picked up quite a bit. And there's the Troll Warlord getting banned. So yeah, Troll Sniper don't really get through too often, especially not in NA Dota. They like getting rid of those guys. They're kind of pioneers of it, and now they're just going to switch it up here. We'll see what the first pick is going to be. Like I said, we've still got Earthshaker Venge. Even the Queen of Pain, which we've seen so often lately. Everybody really likes this Queen of Pain. And it's going to be a Lion first pick, so really good support. Ridiculous range, really good at zoning out the offlaners. He's got fantastic disables. His ultimate is great. Silencer, actually, we saw last game, I believe. So this is 2 Silencer games now, maybe getting a little bit more popular. We see him being run in an aggressive tri-lane position. Still not really too clear because it's the first pick, whether or not it'll be a carry or a support. I think it could be run either way, but we see them being run as carry quite often here, and we'll see. It looks like Loomdun is going to be the Stud Muffin stack drafter, while USH is going to be taking up the drafting for the Gert Squad stack. And there it is, Spirit Breaker, ixMike. It would not be a Mike game without a Spirit Breaker, and that's going to most certainly be an offlane Spirit Breaker. Can't see it going anywhere else. It's kind of ixMike's thing, in case you guys don't watch NA Dota, and it's a ton of fun. That means you're in for an action-packed game. But a Lion is actually a pretty good hero. We'll see if maybe they're going to move into another defensive support here. Something like a Rubik, perhaps. And really, it's so easy to lift that Spirit Breaker when he's on his way towards you. You'll have a good couple abilities to steal already. Even just the Charge, Nether Strike, and the Global Silence are all fantastic to steal just off the first 2 heroes. But will USH really want to give away his 2 supports right off the bat here? Perhaps he's going to look to pick up a core. Really, just still such an open hero pool. Venge as well would be a fantastic support. The stun, usually the magic missile, if you throw it out, sometimes it'll stop him before, usually the cast delay. And look at that, there's the Queen of Pain that I was talking about. Again, we see that quite often. We're going to be going up against mid lane. And if she doesn't get banned out, we might see Alina mid here, as quite a popular mid lately. There's the Zeus ban, so not too bad. Zeus is just so annoying to deal with. Doesn't make you, it's just so hard to ward around a Zeus, you know. He's got that free true sight. Just makes it so difficult. You got to be so creative with your warding, and I don't mind that ban whatsoever. We'll see if what Dire's going to be looking to ban here. They've still got their mid, so they're going to be looking probably to ban out a couple support cores. Even the offlane, I doubt this is going to be a Queen of Pain offlane. Phantom Lancer is going to be taken out, so pretty good hero there. Would have been pretty good with Queen of Pain, giving you a lot of mid-game fighting there. And we'll see Radiant who they're going to choose to ban here. Perhaps the Lina. Queen of Pain versus Lina. Lina, even if she doesn't win the lane, she's still a very good hero afterwards. Getting up that Aghanim Scepter, the pure damage, 950 pure damage, I believe it is. It's just, what do you do? Who do you pick into that? You can't go to pick in a BKB hero because you know if it goes to late game, the BKB is going to be essentially useless for that ultimate. And yeah, there's the Lina ban. They're going to get rid of her right away, and certainly a good decision. Maybe they're thinking they were going to try and leave it in and pick it up themselves, or maybe a safe lane or an off lane Queen of Pain and the Lina mid. But USH, with his better judgment there, he's going to get rid of that, and we'll see now. It's going to be quite open as to what's going to be up against this Queen of Pain in the mid lane here. Perhaps we could see something pretty funky, like
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, really, what could we see? Maybe even a Magnus. We've seen Magnus quite some time, but Magnus doesn't really fare too well against Queen of Pain early on. But once he gets the points into Shockwave, he can easily just spam down the wave here. We'll give you a lot of team fight alongside the Silencer. And we'll have to see again. NA Dota, really, it's so hard to predict or even talk about an NEL draft. You really never know what's going to come up. You could see anything. Anytime you think it's a tier 3 or a tier 4 hero, NA Dota proves you wrong, and they just pick it up anyways. And these are the guys that have the creative drafts that really help establish the metas. They figure out, you know, the jug builds, and it's going to be a Morphling, so not too far out of the meta just yet. Morphling still getting picked up quite often here. We'll see, though, as it could be a support Morphling. Again, actually, Morphling was picked in the last game, so I don't know if ixMike really likes the Morphling here, but it was picked up last game that he was in. Obviously, he's not drafting, but and a Bloodseeker here, so that's an interesting pickup against the Morphling. Perhaps the Silence going to be useful against his morphing abilities. You can always give the Rupture out onto the Spirit Breaker. He needs to be mobile during team fights, and if you Rupture him, he can't really just charge away. He's going to take quite a bit of damage there. We'll see. So a Bloodseeker going to be picked up here for Gurg Squad. Stud Muffins. Now, what are they going to look towards? Bloodseeker. Again, you don't want a BKB heavy carry, as he's just going to Rupture you. Anything like a melee carry is going to be very difficult against the Quap, the Bloodseeker, and the Lion. So perhaps going to be looking into a range carry if the Silencer's not already the range carry himself. And we'll have to see. They've still got a couple support options open. Earthshaker obviously still in the pool. Surprisingly, actually, surviving all these picks and bans, as he's quite a tier 1 hero indeed. We've still got the Chen if they want to grab the Chen, although they don't really have too much of a push lineup. And there's the Jug going to be picked up, so didn't really expect the melee carry, but Omni Slash, pretty effective against Rupture. You can just kind of Omni Slash it out there and not really take any damage, so that'll be quite helpful. Even if the Bloodseeker wants to pick up a Blade Mail, it's not going to affect you too much here. And good old NA Dota Juggernaut, pioneers of the build. I believe it was USH that really started playing the build a lot. I could be wrong, but definitely USH was one of the ones that I remember watching quite often. Just play that stats crit Juggernaut and go around there and deal so much damage. So we'll have to see what Gurg's going to pick up. If anybody knows how to play against it, it's going to be USH here. And we'll see what he wants to grab. Again, he'll be looking probably for their next support. And I keep saying this, but Earthshaker's still in there, and Warlock's in there, so USH really going out of the major meta here. Obviously, Warlock not a bad hero by any means, but he's going to pick up the Warlock here. That's going to be able to soak up some of the Omni Slash. It's going to prevent him from TPing out, just using the easy spin TP as a getaway, but against the Global Silence, it's going to be quite annoying here.
10 seconds remaining.
Although, it's still... I imagine it's going to be a support Morphling and a core Silencer. They've got the Lion and the Warlock in lane. Warlock, not the best. Actually, he is pretty good, so maybe Dire going to be a little bit weary about running a tri-lane here. As a support Morphling, not the greatest, especially when you've got a Warlock on a Lion and a Bloodseeker on the enemy team. The Lion can keep you controlled for so long, and we'll see what their last ban's going to be here. They're still looking for an off lane here on the side of Gurg Squad. So perhaps a Clockwork just to get in behind that Silencer. Prevent him from getting out that Glaze damage. It's going to be a Tidehunter, so a little bit of afraid of the Wombo combo that could have come down here. And here's the last Radiant ban. Such an open draft. You really don't know what these cores or what these heroes are going to be played as. Is it going to be a support Silencer or support Morphling? I'd imagine support Morphling, which means they may want to go for a slightly less greedy support. Again, Venge is in here as well as the Earthshaker, and Earthshaker wouldn't be too bad whatsoever. It's going to be a Storm Spirit getting taken out, so perhaps they're expecting the support Silencer and still thinking that Loomdun is going to be looking here for a mid-hero. And we'll have to see. I was expecting the mid-Silencer, the carry Jug with the support Morph, and the offlane Spirit Breaker, but it does make sense that it would be a support Silencer as well. He can still be as effective in this game as a support. But we've seen, especially after Slasher's Way, we've seen all these glaive builds come into the light here where they just max the glaives, and as a carry, as a core, you just deal so much damage. Still, certainly potential as a support here. And Loomdun, what's he going to want to pick up here? Both these teams are just so stacked. We got Loomdun, Swissbeatz, ixMike, Genbu, the Crazy, up against Fogged, Hawaii, USH, Pandaego, and 5K out of 5. Not sure who that would be. It's actually going to be a Death Prophet, so what a funky game already here. Death Prophet mid, going to be a lot of speedy heroes between the Jug with the Mom, the Phase Boots, the Yasha, the Death Prophet, and the Spirit Breaker. We'll have to see how that's going to fare against the Gurg Squad Bloodseeker here. And there we go. Axe is the final pick. And we're going to hop right into this game. Looks like it will be a support silencer here. Usher's going to be picking up the Queen of Pain. Pandaego's going to be grabbing the Lion. 5k to 5 on that Bloodseeker. Actually, I think 5k, I believe that is fogged, if I'm not mistaken here. I believe that is fogged. So if that's fogged, we've got quite a stacked Gurg squad here. And so we've got fogged Ush and Pandaego already. Genbu is going to be up on that jug. I can't imagine anybody else is going to be on that Spirit Breaker other than ixMike. That just leaves Loomdun. We'll see if he wants to grab the mid or one of the supports here. Both teams taking quite a while to grab these last few heroes, and no problems with that. Just talking it out, seeing how they want to lay in it. And it looks like Swissbeatz
10 seconds
is actually going to be picking up the Spirit Breaker. Hawaii is going to be grabbing the Warlock here, and Loomdun on the silencer. So I imagine ixMike is going to be, he's going to be on the Morphling there. So the Crazy's going to be picking up the Death Prophet, and that is certainly not something we see all the time. Usually ixMike, we see he just loves the Spirit Breaker, but no, he's going to throw them a little bit of a curveball unless they do swap heroes. But
prepare for
he's going to throw them a curveball. He's going to be running on the Morphling. And let's get right into it here. It looks like the Dire are already moving out of their base so quickly here, and that's really what you want to do. You want to move out of the base, secure the runes, perhaps set up a sentry ward or two in the enemy jungle if you're going to block a couple camps here. Maybe they're afraid of the Axe jungling right off the bat. And already wouldn't be competitive Dota without a pause. And yeah, I still consider this competitive Dota. It looks like, is this going to be a mid Bloodseeker? It looks like it will be a mid Bloodseeker. Perhaps, I don't know why he's getting a couple shared tangos here. Maybe not. No, that's definitely a mid Queen of Pain. So all red draft here on the side of Fogged in his team. So Ush, maybe with a little bit of a joke draft here. But nonetheless, he's going to be up on the Quap, and it'll be interesting to see him on the Quap. And there's the shots being fired already. Let's see. I know 5k out of 5 is not fogged. Obviously, fogged is fogged. That's why I was thinking that I saw Fogged's name. So 5k. Not sure, actually. Can't say I've seen him in a few games lately, but obviously I haven't been watching as much NEL as I should, so unfortunately, Swiss, look what happened after you QQ'd out of that Drow game. And what would NEL or NA Dota be without a little bit of smack talk, as that's kind of the staple of NEL. Everybody gets their words out, and yeah, there we go. Of course, everybody's just a bunch of NA Dota friends here. Nobody's being too aggressive with their words. And here we go. So Usher's going to be grabbing the mid lane here. While bottom, we're going to have Hawaii, Pandaego, and Fogged, I believe. Maybe going into the jungle even. Looks like Axe is going to be moving top lane, obviously. And look at this. The Dire's always spreading out to both runes so quickly here. Swissbeatz just hanging on to it right behind the tree there. Doesn't want to really show himself just yet. Going to wait. Maybe see if he can grab the rune or charge the hero at the rune and then grab it for himself. But he's got to be very careful with the Bloodseeker, who doesn't actually have, it looks like it's going to be a jungle Bloodseeker here. Maybe this line on the bot lane is going to be given a lot of space here. Perhaps a jungle Bloodseeker, I'd imagine, as it's going to be this regionless Spirit Breaker. So Swissbeatz looking like he's going to want to get very aggressive early on with the charges here. Ush really posting up towards this rune, wants to ensure that he grabs it. The rest of his team, I imagine he will. Swissbeatz is just probably going to leave it now. He's getting pinged out. Do they want to give it to Fog for the easy jungle? No, Swissbeatz. It looks like he really wants it here. Is he going to get stunned up? There's a stun from Pandaego. Fog, he's not really going to have anything to follow up here. Swissbeatz still has the charge away, but with no regen, he's not going to be able to get a charge kill anytime soon. And just look at the range on line. Pandaego really going in here. He's got another stun. Swissbeatz, is he going to be first blood here? Fog is coming up as well with the range on Pandaego as well as the bonus damage. Could this be one or two more last hits? He should go down here. Is anybody going to help him? Swissbeatz, 28 HP. Really, is this Death Prophet not going to do anything? He's going to right click him. Pandaego's going to get the first blood. And there's the blood rage just in case. Oh, he's even going to get out. He's not going to get killed by the Death Prophet. And Pandaego securing first blood for himself. Nice little achievement for him. Top lane, though. This Axe is going to have a very tough time against Loomdun. Genbu, he's going to have a nice time, though. He's going to be getting all the last hits. We'll bring up the last hits right now. Warlock, we see him 2 for 2 right now. And he's actually going to be taking up the mid roll. So a mid Warlock here. Looks like we had a little bit of a change up as Quap's going to go bot lane. It is going to be a jungle seeker. And A very greedy draft from the Radiant. We'll see how this works out. ixMike going to be on the off-lane Morphling and the support Spirit Breaker. So whatever I thought I knew about this draft, I was obviously wrong here. As both teams just really tossing it up. And again, really, what can you say about NA Dota? Mike, I believe you can still, as long as you, it's going to be so hard to kill Mike here, honestly. They've got the lockdown from the line, but just with strength morph. Look at that. Swissbeatz is already coming down, charging Pandaego, and Mike knows what's up. He's got even just the 1 point in the waveform is going to be a lot of damage. Pandaego, perhaps not in the best position right now. Mike's just going to right-click him a few times, and maybe now Pandaego knows. He's really running back. He's holding on to the stun here. Maybe he can get the Spirit Breaker with the stun. Here comes the Spirit Breaker. Is he going to throw the stun? No, he's not going to get it in time. That's going to be a 2-hero stun, though. Mike, he's not even going to get the waveform off. Is Pandaego going to live yet again? Ush is just going to right-click ixMike. He's going to be able to waveform away. He does have Blink, though, and there's the kill onto ixMike. Swissbeatz, he's close by, but what he's going to do, he's only got charge. He's just going to charge Ush. Not going to do any damage, though. The right-clicks doing quite a bit here, and Pandaego close by. Looks like he's going to try and throw out the stun here. But Ush, he's going to be getting away no matter what. He's still got the blink, so perhaps pretty worth, honestly, as Mike does die, but trading all the HP on both Ush and Pandaego, both of which have very little regen. Obviously not the worst thing that could have happened here. He's got a waveform if he wants to go in here and really just harass Ush even more. And we'll see what he's going to look to do. Just max strength, maybe look on that adaptive strike, the offlane morph. Usually they get the adaptive strike and kind of run it as a support morph, or if he's going to be running it as a core, getting quite a bit of farm here. They've got the axe already, and can they afford to just let the Morphling farm like this? Really, the Quap's going to be able to get what she can as well, but meanwhile, 17 for 3 up top lane onto this Juggernaut. Pandaego still stuck around for so long with that stun. Really, he was scared that they're going to go in, and Fog, he's going to continue to jungle, get a nice bit of HP off this, and look at that. Jungle Bloodseeker, new meta. If you guys are watching this at home, feel free to hop into your games, tell your team you're fogged, and jump into that jungle as Bloodseeker here. It's Hawaii. He's doing pretty good mid lane. He's actually 13 for 5 up against the 12 for 4 Death Prophet here, so certainly not doing poorly whatsoever. Taking a little bit of that Korean Dota spirit, grabbing the core Warlock here, and gotta say I love that. Ush, though, he's getting charged. ixMike, he's got the waveform. Even if Ush tries to blink here, waveform should be pretty much an... Oh, he's gonna let him get away. 260 waveform wouldn't have been enough, unfortunately. What is it? Only 100 damage there. Would have been reduced as well, so not really gonna go for it. And still no bash up just yet. Actually, there's the bash on the Spirit Breaker, but still that charge just doing no damage. We'll see what his build's gonna be here in terms of ability. Looks like he's gonna move into an urn here. And it looks like Fog is gonna be moving up to the rune, but Swissbeatz is there. Pandaego close by as well. Could they perhaps get him stunned up? And look at that, he's gonna get a double bounty rune. Fog staying Rawful. That's not the rune Swissbeatz wanted. He's gonna get stunned up in silence, and that's a dead Swissbeatz, although he did get a couple bounty runes at the end of it, so not the worst trade. Death Prophet, we're gonna see her pick up a regen herself there, and double bounty rune. Yeah, so worth it for you. Fog is saying he got a lot of golden levels just from those 2 runes. He's gonna go down, but again, that's gonna create space. They know the Lion's not really running around here, and
you are simply not worthy.
no, Fog is just gonna be sitting here in the jungle, so gonna give a lot of valuable information. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's the chase on Hawaii there. It looks like they're already gonna have the charge onto him, and Swissbeatz really just being so aggressive right now. Here we go. His lane's pushing up as well. Doesn't have enough mana for ultimate. Just 20 mana off here. And Swissbeatz, he's going to cancel it. Not knowing if he had ultimate or not. Although they should have been able to tell. Does still have ulti. Swissbeatz still hanging out on the high ground there. Charging in if he wants to. Meanwhile, Axe. 5 for nil here. So he's not doing poorly. But the Morphling with the 8 for 6 is getting quite a bit more. ixMike on that off lane. Really making the most out of what he can here. Looks like we're getting a couple pings out here. Fog is saying maybe he wants to move back into the jungle. And look at that. There's the charge yet again onto Ush. Pandaego is close by, though. Maybe if he sees the Spirit Breaker going right by him, he'll be able to get the stun or the Hex up before they can do much. Here we go. There it is. The Hex is actually going to hit. They're not going to get Ush. He's still got to blink out. Perhaps he's going to want to turn around. He's got to scream. This could be perhaps an easy 1 or 2 kills here. Ush, do you want to go in, buddy? There's the blink. They're going to go into ixMike. He's going to strength morph. He's really taking a lot of damage here. They got to be careful. Swissbeatz is going to go back in, charging in on Ush here. He's going to get bashed there. Maybe. Are we going to see the bash? Is he going to go down? He's just getting the bottle in time. He can turn around easily right now. Swissbeatz is going to go down. There's the scream to secure the kill, as well as the 6-minute rune. Ush, what a freaking player. I haven't gotten a bash yet. Swissbeatz, I know, buddy. I'm on your side. Meanwhile, Axe, I was just catching that top lane. He's going to go down to the Juggernaut and the Silencer. So Loomdun, he's going to get himself a little bit of intelligence there. And mistakes were made. 5K. I guess so, buddy. And here's the charge yet again on a Pandaego. And this is really why I love these Spirit Breaker games. They're just so aggressive already. Only 5 kills in 6 minutes, so it doesn't seem like it. But there's been a lot of fighting and a lot of low heroes this game. Swissbeatz, he's just going to go in. He's saying, you know what, I haven't gotten a bash yet. I better get it now. That 17% chance is really not helping me. The Craze close by with the DD rune, even with a little bit of move speed as well. So look at the damage on a Pandaego. Can he get the deny perhaps? I can't imagine. So he's looking for it. He's really looking for it. Death Prophet's going to get the kill though. Blink in from Ush. 2 points in a Scream. 2 points in a Dagger. There's the charge yet again. He doesn't have Blink for another 8 seconds, even if he wants to use it. But the Crazy's going to turn around, and that's going to be that for that engagement. 4 for 2, and all said and done. 6 kills, 7 minutes in. Gurk squad stack. They're leading it right now. And another charge here in onto Ush. Swissbeatz, no bashes. No freaking bashes. 2 earned charges, and you gotta imagine if that was a bash as well. That's a little bit of a Crypt Swarm from Death Prophet. Nice little stack here for 5K. Fog's just gotta sit by and watch as this lovely little stack here goes down. Sorry, Fogged, but it's not going to be yours today. Meanwhile, they're going to go on ixMike, but look who's close by. It's Swissbeatz without any help, actually. So no mana on him means he's not going to be able to charge anybody. Loomdun is going to TP in. Not going to opt for this Max Glaives build. Usually we see it more often than not on the cores. And it looks like Radiant, they're ready to push down this tower. They're going to use the Golem. Fogged, is he going to throw down any abilities here to help clear this wave or give the Golem any bonus damage? Perhaps. Looks like he's going to tank a couple tower shots there. So they're going to sack this top lane. They're going to move into the jungle here, and there's the ultimate onto the Crazy. Pandaego's coming in from the side. There's the stun as well as the silence. He's going to go down. They're going to throw even the curse on from the Warlock onto her as well. And looks like we're having a charge in. Beats, he's going to change his mind. And look at that, Ush and Swissbeatz right beside each other. Ush, are you going to see him yet? There's the dagger. He's got the Scream. He's going to throw it out. Ush, nice little pick off for him with his team there, and that's going to be a killing spree going the way of Ush. Golem's still pushing down the tower, and are they going to fort it? Perhaps not even going to throw up the fortification, and that's another tower right click for Ush as well. So he's going to be getting quite a nice net worth lead early on. Genbu's really looking to push out this top lane, but they're going to throw up the fortification. Midas on the Warlock, so this really is some Korean Dota inspired NEL game today, and Genbu, he's going to get the last hit on the tower there. No, he's not. The creeps are going to take it from him, so not going to get the most out of that tower that he could have, unfortunately. And ixMike, yeah, he is going to be going into this max adaptive strike. He's going to be getting the tranquil boots as well as this soul ring, almost like the roll 36 PPD support build. But it's going to be on an offlane hero here, and it's going to be interesting to see what he goes next.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Why, probably going to be rushing up that Aghanim Scepter as quickly as possible. We're getting a charge in onto Fog. And close by is Jebu on his Juggernaut. He's got Omni Slash as well as 2 points in a crit. Fog, is he going to get the TP out? You've got to be kidding me. Did he know? He could not have known. And that's going to mean Ush, he should be able to get out as well. He's got the blink, going to snipe the ward there. What are they going to do to him? He's going to blink. Ush, you got to blink. No. Getting a little bit too greedy there in the courier. Swissbeatz. Oh, he's going to grab the courier as well. Meanwhile, Fog bot lane. They're going to get a kill on the Death Prophet. Pandaego, did he spend finger? He didn't even spend finger, so nice for him there. But top lane could have been an easy escape there from the Quap. She could have gotten out. Maybe a little bit afraid of the last word giving sight for the Omni Slash, but really, if you blink TP, giving you a much better chance than anything else. Meanwhile, Swissbeatz just looking to get around the map here. I can't imagine he's going to go in on Fogged. Although we do have a TP in from Pandaego, and no, there it is. He's just going to grab another bounty rune. Maybe we'll have to start calling the bounty rune the good old Swissbeatz rune. Currently the S4 supports right now. Radiant Courier is going to be down for 2 minutes, so we'll have to see how this game's going to go. Really interesting to see what Fogg's going to want to go for here. If he's going to go for something like a Blade Mail against this Death Prophet, or perhaps the Radiance, just to really secure his farm even more. But the Radiance is going to be a little bit later on if he does want to grab it. Later than you would see most Radiances. Ush, he's going to be moving into a Yule Scepter here, I believe, is what it looks like. Could be a Dagon though, but I'd imagine the Yule Scepter is just so favored lately. Just such a strong item, and there it is. Charge on Pandaego. Death Prophet's close by alongside Loomdun. There's the Hex, though. Not today, buddy. Swissbeatz, he's going to get ruptured up here. Pandaego's going to try and steal some mana. Doesn't have enough for Finger just yet, and a failed gank here. Thanks to a couple abilities on the side of the Radiant, means that Dire's not going to get anything out of that charge. Fortunately for Swissbeatz, he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, and now we've got a couple rotations from the Radiant here. They've got to be careful. They're charging in on the Fog. Again, Swissbeatz is going to go in. ixMike close by. Hawaii's going to get stunned up as well as last worded, so there's not going to be any golem for a little bit here. Fog, he's kind of low, going to heal up just a little bit. She's close by as well with the Sonic Wave, and look at that. They're going to keep going on Fog. Global Silence is going to stop Hawaii mid-ultimate there. Fog, is he going to go down? Pandaego's close by. The ultimate's going to get thrown out. Swissbeatz is going to go down to the line. There's the ultimate. No, not just yet from the Queen of Pain, just the normal scream. Hawaii's perhaps going to live thanks to his heal. There's the Bloodseeker. Fog still outputting more damage. ixMike, he's going to try and morph up through this, but he's going to go down. There's the chop from the axe. The Crazy so close by. The long-range finger from Pandaego is going to secure that kill. Ush is going to go up. He's still got the Scream as well as the Sonic Wave if they want to continue to chase here, and it looks like no. Jebu just a little bit too fast. Going for a Battle Fury build here. Not something we see whatsoever. Really, we see this favored build with the Mask of Madness, Phase Boots, Yasha, perhaps an Aquila, so we can get an early Roshan here. And Jebu playing that NA Dota. Another jump here on the Fog. It looks like really Swissbeatz doesn't want to give it up. The TP in from ixMike and Fog. He's perhaps a little bit too far. There's the heal, but he's going to go down almost certainly. He's just over this water right now. Is he going to go down? This heal is doing so much work here. The heal, excuse me, the silence from Fog. He's going to live right now. The last word's going to pop. Maybe not. ixMike close by. A couple right clicks. Just the one. The adaptive strike actually going to secure the kill. Meanwhile, in the back here, Loomdun, it looks like he's going to go down. Ush did spend the Scream here, perhaps just to kill this Juggernaut. As close by here. 5k to 5. Dentist. Pandaego as well. He's going to throw out the stun onto ixMike. They still have the call if they want to spend it. Ush is close by with the 4 points in the Scream. The Blink Scream. Ush, please. You had the damage there. And look at that. Swissbeatz again on the front lines. He's got a charge if he wants to try and get away. They don't have any call mana. Swissbeatz. Is he going to go down? There's the charge, but it looks like meanwhile in the back lane, Ush, he's going to get a kill here onto the Death Prophet. Swissbeatz is going to charge us, and there's the last word. Ush is going to go down. Maybe he's going to actually live. 72 HP on Ush. Juggernaut's coming back in. Genbu with the Omni Slash is going to secure the kill there onto 5k Dentist, and Blink Dagger picked up from Pandaego. Ush, he's still so close by, just waiting for that 75 mana to TP out. There it is. He's going to use the wand to get it, and pretty long team fight there. Hawaii just going to move back into the jungle with his Midas, getting that Aghanim Scepter. Nice early Aghanim Scepter. Probably going to see that around 16 minutes, I imagine here. Maybe 18 at the latest. There's the Yule Scepter on Ush, and honestly, Yule Scepter, we see it on so many heroes now. I imagine the Death Prophet's going to be grabbing it herself, and I can't imagine that item's not going to get a nerf. Really, we see it on everybody from supports to cores to offlaners. It's just such a powerful item right now. We'll see again what ixMike's going to want to go here. Ush, there's the charge from Swissbeatz. They had a ward down, I believe, so yeah, they know that Ush is there. And he's going to get a little bit of a blood rage, so he's going to take some bonus damage. Swissbeatz, though, he's going to change his mind. They know that there's a lot of heroes behind Ush here. And does Axe have his blink? Yes, we've got the blink on 5k, as well as 1,000 gold. Swissbeatz perhaps going to be the lamb, as he's going to be walking up this cliff, looking for a couple of heroes. Is he going to throw out the charge? It looks like maybe. Yeah, there's the charge on a Fog. He's just going so ham right now. His team not close enough whatsoever. There's the blink out from Ush. Fog giving them, what are you doing, buddy? And I agree with them. What are you doing? Swissbeatz getting a little bit too aggressive. Meanwhile, they're going to be going in on this Swissbeatz. There's the ultimate from the Death Prophet, as well as the global right after the blink in from 5k here. Ush is just going to right click. There's the Scream as well as the Sonic Wave. Pandaego, nice 3-hero stun. The blink out from Quap. She's going to survive. Pandaego's going to throw the Hex up on his Swissbeatz, as well as the adaptive strike from ixMike. Going to be on 5k. Hawaii's going to drop the rock, though, and can they get anything off this? Fog's going to continue to chase. Ush with the blink in yet again. Pandaego's going to come in, drain some mana. He's looking for some stun mana, just about 5 off, and Radiant's going to take another fight. 19 to 5. So Dire, this one's really slipping out of their hands. They've got the stun for Genbu if they want it, but no, the adaptive strike. No, they're actually going to cancel that ultimate from Genbu. No, it's going to go down, and Pandaego, mega kill streak going the way of the Juggernaut. So Pandaego quietly getting a mega kill this game. Not sure where that one came from, but he's going to get it nonetheless. Fog's going to heal up courtesy of Blood Rage here. And they're actually going to fort the tower at 18 HP. Do they think they can get the deny? ixMike, be a player, not going to get it. Meanwhile, he's going to throw the adaptive strike. Genbu's going to TP in, get called almost immediately. Fogged, he's going to get the heal, so that's going to be quite effective for him. But look at that, there's the charge on a Fogged. He's going to go down, throw out the rupture on Swissbeatz, and surviving a lot longer than you'd expect. Queen of Pain with the double damage. USH perhaps wanting to go back in. No Sonic Wave. Perhaps could throw out a lot of damage onto the Crazy here, though, and what a game so far. Genbu finding farm wherever he can. It looks like Dire saying it's time to take a Roshan here. Only 1 point in the healing ward, but a level 10 Jug can do this easily, especially with the Spirit Breaker close by. I don't think Swissbeatz has even spent his Urn Chargers just yet here. It's Crazy gonna come up as well. She has her Yule Scepter finished, I believe. No, close by though. Pandaego maybe getting a little bit too aggressive. There's the charge. Last word, he should go down almost certainly. Curse as well. So there's a dead Pandaego and two more intelligence going the way of Loomdun here. And Healing Ward actually up on the cliff there. How did that one happen? Probably backing up and right next to the cliff to throw the Healing Ward out there. Not sure if that was on purpose. In case they were afraid of a fight, they would have had the Healing Ward up on the cliff. But nonetheless, USH, is he gonna pick the crow here? No, he's not going to get it, and he's actually going to get charged. Swissbeatz, there's the waveform up from ixMike here. Swissbeatz still has the Nether Strike. They're going to get the bash. There's the adaptive, and USH giving up a dominating. So just as the Radiant was doing so well, they're going to give up a mega kill from Pandaego and a dominating from USH. And Dire, are they going to look to come back here? We'll take a quick look at the graphs now that we have a little bit of time. A NEL in action, if you will. So the Gurg stack getting around a 7-8k net worth lead. And about a 7k EXP lead is already going to start dropping in the favor of the Dire now. So Radiant did certainly have an advantage there. Foggy's going to throw out the rupture onto the Crazy. Who's close by though? It's Jebu with his Aegis and his Omni Slash. He's not even going to get silenced. So the blink call from Axe. Perhaps they're going to kill him, the Jebu, but no, they've got the global. There's the Omni Slash going out. The mech as well, going to help secure these teammates. Survive a little longer. There's the call. Swissbeatz going to get hexed up. Hawaii's got the rock if he wants to drop it. There's the stun. Don't even need the rock. And there's the finger from Pandaego. Fog is going to secure it with another right click, and the Radiant's going to look to push up mid. Perhaps here. They've still got a tier 1 top lane if they want to rotate to grab that. It looks like they're going to rotate forward here. Maybe just going to look to pressure the jungle out a bit. Going to throw up a sentry. See if Warlock, Hawaii. Is he going to grab the refresher next? 5k saying, hello, Mike. Missed the call on you, but Mike, is he going for a Yule Scepter himself here? Could be going for a Dagon as well. Maybe trying to output a little bit of damage. They must know that that's the fake Death Prophet. There's no way she would be that aggressive. Jebu does have a TB, pushing out the bot lane, or excuse me, the top lane. Close by though. Pandaego looking like he wants to blink in and stun if somebody can TP in. Jebu's going to back though, getting a little bit smarter than that. Fogged, he's going to start his rotation up to top lane, and Pandaego really wants to chase it. He knows that Jebu doesn't have the Omni Slash. He does have the spin if he wants to spend it though, and Pandaego not going to continue on there. Fogged really isn't close enough. We're going to have the charge onto USH, who's TPing in as well. It's Jebu here. Are they going to continue to go? Jebu with that move speed does have Mask of Madness. Swissbeatz, is he? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Is he going to get the stun here? Is a bash? Yeah, there's the bash as well as the Urn. So Swissbeatz doesn't even need any help from Jebu. And look at the damage coming out from the Spirit Breaker. Still such a strong hero. Really, people underestimate this hero. Perhaps not in NA Dota. They should know how strong it is. They've got ixMike that consistently plays that hero. But yeah, it looks like the ixMike Yule Scepter is going to be the item here. And again, Yule Scepter just such a useful item offensively, defensively. I believe if you begin to morph strength, you continue to morph it through the Yule Scepter as well. So quite a nice option there. And Genbu, he's going to move into the jungle on the side of the Radiant. And this does a lot here. It's going to help secure that the Radiant team isn't going to be able to move in there to jungle themselves. And they're going to get all this vision and know that, hey guys, Radiant's not in their jungle. They're not bot. We see only Axe mid lane. So either they're hiding behind this Axe or they're pushing top lane. And they're not showing top lane. They really want somebody to come and defend. But with all this information that they have from the jungle as well as the mid tower, I can't imagine that the Dire's going to throw up any heroes just yet for only a tier 1 here. In fact, they're going to trade a tier 2 for it. They're going to happily do that. So Radiant with a little bit of a miscall there. It's quite obvious when you're giving up a tier 2 that your heroes are all missing. She's just going to walk up in Genbu. He's going to TP out. Still a little bit afraid. Hawaii's going to get charged. And now they're maybe saying, he's been there for so long. Where is he? But no, Swissbeatz is going to cancel in the trees. There's the silence coming out from the Bloodseeker. And that's going to be the end of that engagement as Genbu TPing up as well as Pandaego, excuse me, as well as Loomdun. And look at this, the Crazy's close by with an invis rune. Could use somebody up if they want. Genbu's coming in, he's got the Omni Slash if he wants to spend it. The Global's being used as well. Hawaii's going to go down before he can use anything. Fog, he's going to try and TP out. Do they have anything to cancel it? Yes, they do. One of the many Yule Scepters here, and Fog's going to go down as well. Keep clicking on that shop, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. And 3 heroes dead on the side of the Radiant. 5K is going to start stacking up these Ancients. Did go to pick up a Vanguard here. Going to help against the Death Prophet. Probably going to pick up, I'd imagine, the Crimson Guard here, as we're going to have the Mask of Madness grab on this Spirit Breaker here. So Swissbeatz really doing a lot of work, finding the farm that he can. Genbu, he's going to throw up the Healing Ward, and really this Radiant team throwing away their lead that they had. They just got a tier 2 bottom. They're going to go top, get 3 heroes, and let's look at these graphs yet again. So there it is. The mountain is dipping. Net worth is just close by. EXP though, it's already past that point. And the Stud Muffin stack, I should say, they're going to take an advantage. And now she's getting charged. There it is, Pandaego. Just look at the damage. Are we going to have a bash? No bash, unfortunately for him. Doesn't have Nether Strike either, so he's not going to be able to use Nether Strike, unfortunately. He's just going to move over towards the jungle here. And look at this Dire Ward in the jungle. Going to give them a lot of information here. Of course, they don't see these 2 camps, but if you don't see anybody around these 3, then you know a lot more about where they could be, along with this ward top lane. So Dire with some nice aggressive wards. If we just take a look at their vision right now, so they've got one in the jungle, one on the top lane, and now they can see, you know, maybe they're mid, they could be around here, and meanwhile they're gonna have a fight. Ush is gonna go down the Adaptive Strike. Juggernaut and Swissbeatz, looks like he did get the charge as well as another strike on that one. And how do you deal with the Quap? Well, you get a ridiculous long Nether Strike. I believe that's 4.25 seconds of stun. And then you follow it up with a lot of bashes and a lot more stuns out of the Spirit Breakers. So you don't need a Lionel and Earthshaker. You can be just as effective with a couple of heroes. And looks like Fog is going to throw to silence. They really don't want to give up this mid-tier 1. And it looks like, no, there's the Adaptive Strike. Pandaego's going to blink in. There's the stun onto the Genbu as well as the Hex. The Aghanim's Rock being thrown out here from the Warlock. And look at the damage. Genbu's going to go down. ixMike getting slown here. Fog is pinging him out saying, guys, we still got ixMike. He's going to wait for him right across the river. And perfect range from ixMike, but Pandaego, he's not done. He's going to steal the mana. He's got a finger if he wants it. The last word being used, a blink up from 5K. There's the call onto ixMike. Swissbeatz, though, he's coming back in. The Global being thrown out as well from Loomdun. Looks like Swissbeatz, he's coming up from the rear. He's going to pass right by Fog, though. He's still going in onto 5K Dentist. Meanwhile, another blink in from Pandaego with the stun onto Loomdun, as it looks like Swissbeatz is going to go down in the back to 4 heroes. Pandaego, he's so low. ixMike, he's going to get fingered. Loomdun, is he going to get the kill? The Sonic Wave being used. Last right click from Loomdun going to secure the kill, but the Radiant, they're coming right back here. The Death Prophet, not in that fight, unfortunately for her. Outside of the engagement, pushing top lane, not really the most useful thing, as that tower is down. And the Radiant's going to go to push in this mid tower here. Buyback from Loomdun. They really need to get these heroes off this tower, as they don't want to buy back on this Jugger. He's got 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. There it is. The blink call from Axe, though. He is going to eat the last word damage, though. And this could be the end of it. They don't have a creep wave just yet. The Yule Scepter up onto the Axe. They want to go on him. Loomdun close by, as well as Genbu saying, hey guys, I got the Omni. Silence up onto the Axe. There's the Omni Slash. Fog is actually going to eat some of the Omni as well. He's trying to get close by from the mech. He's getting charged, but it doesn't matter. He's going to go down. Give the man 2 intelligence. Loomdun right by his teammates. Already stacking 20 intelligence, so not too bad for 24 minutes in as a hard support. He's going to be moving into the Atos. We haven't really talked about him very much, but he's been doing his job here for sure, as we're having actually only 182 lasted so far for Genbu, despite the Battle Fury here. And close by actually is this Warlock with 125, so he's been quite efficient. Looks like he is most likely going to move into the Refresher Orb. And you know what, I say that, but with this little Void Stone, you never know if it's going to be a Yule Scepter. Not in this meta. Could be a Yule's. Everybody just loves that item so freaking much. Genbu, look at the right click. They're going to push down this tower. All 5 heroes from the side of the Dire. Looking to team fight. They know there's no ultimate from the Warlock or Ush here. Swissbeatz doing what Swissbeatz does. He's going to be building into a Blade Mill, getting so aggressive here. Genbu, he's going to, actually no, it's the Morphling that's going to be using the Juggernaut illusion to farm up. And Mike, he's going to be as efficient as possible, but here's a smoke out from the side of the Radiant. They're going to go up right behind Hawaii here. Ush just being so aggressive right now. Really want to know where the heroes are. They're baiting it, but look at look at what they know. They know there's nobody in the jungle. They know there's nobody top lane, so they're at Ancients or they're at these 2 camps. They know all 5 heroes aren't going to share those 2 camps, and just The Radiant not going to get anything out of that smoke. Meanwhile, though, Pandaego, actually, they're going to go up onto the Cray, who is ruptured. She's going to buy herself a little bit of time with the Yule Scepter, but with nobody close by, Fogg is going to pick up a nice little mega kill streak for himself. And just as the Mountain was finally starting to go down, there it is, right back up in favor of the Gurg stack here. And finding themselves some nice picks. Stud Muffins here, giving away the lead that they started to take for themselves now. And looks like Radiant's going to grab this top tower. Swissbeatz, are we going to see any charges just yet? He's just going to move into this jungle here, as he's going to pick up a Lincoln Sphere. So, not too bad. We honestly don't see too many co-ops. Sorry, I missed that, Roshan. But we don't see too many co-ops recently. They really prefer to tank up and get all these utility items, you know, and they'll get an AC, or maybe they'll get a sheep, but they don't really go for the Aghanims rush anymore. Not like they used to. Maybe if they're really losing early game and they needed to push some lanes out, but we really don't see it all too often. There's the screen from Ush, going to secure a lot of the last hits here bot lane and just being as efficient as possible. He's at 124 last hits, so 3 of the top 5 cores here are all on the side of the Radiant, as it looks like Swissbeatz, he's getting a charge in on a Pandaego. ixMike close by. There's the adaptive strike. Fogg with the silence here, and just look at the damage onto the from the Morphling, excuse me, who has the Yule Scepter now. The global going to be used. Genbu, he's just chasing. He's got the Omni Slash if he wants to use it, and it looks like he does. Spirit Breaker going to give Genbu even more move speed, so he's moving at 521. There's the charge in onto Fogg. They're going to spend the Omni Slash almost certainly here, and look at that. There's another strike, not even needing the Omni Slash. Look at the damage from Genbu, as well as Swissbeatz here with the Nether Strike, and Fogg, XD. When in doubt, throw out the XD here, and you can't blame him. Obviously not expecting that much damage. Ush following suit here with a little bit of an XD of his own, as he's going to push out this bot lane. Perhaps look to pressure the tier 2 as Hawaii. He's going to throw down his ultimate, but with 3 heroes here, the crazy Genmu and Swissbeatz, that's going to be a very dead Warlock. Master Drafter Ush. Perhaps, not saying if he's the Master Drafter jokingly, or saying if Loomdun is the Master Drafter here, really exposing this Radiant draft after the mid game here. Actually, still early on, only 27 minutes in, and now we're 45 kills. I believe it was something like 20 to 4 earlier, and Genbu, look at that, he's just going up. He's got the Omni Slash again. He's just going to right click this tower. He doesn't have the healing ward, unfortunately, but let's take a little bit of a wider look here, as this should be quite a spread out team fight if they do want to take it. We do still have the blink from the Pandaego, but I can't imagine that. Oh no, we don't have the global yet. 45 seconds, there's the charge. Gonna get canceled, not close enough. The Yule Scepter gonna prevent the calls from the 5k axe here at Swissbeatz. He's gonna get ruptured up, and Fogg, he's gonna die. He just killed himself to the blade mail rupture, and the LOL there from 5k. On a little bit of a laugh. I'm sure both teams just laughing right there. As Fogg not really expecting that damage. He's just gonna get the healing ward. There's the call from the axe. Yule Scepter gonna go up as well. There's the stun from the Lion. Genbu gonna be the only one stunned up here though, as we're gonna get the Nether Strike on Ush. Does he have a blink? No, he doesn't. He's silenced. There's the Yule Scepter. The Omni Slash is gonna be thrown out. Hawaii's gonna take a lot of this alongside 5k, and it looks like the Dire, did they just secure their win? 28 minutes in, they're gonna take the racks. Pandaego's gonna soak up some of this mana. Looks like he's moving into a floor staff himself here. Unlosable game. Now losable Fogg. Such a massive lead. Yeah, Loomdun. But my draft was sick, and there's actually, we're gonna have the, so not a bad pickup from ixMike. They really want to get rid of those golems, and that's gonna render the Warlock almost absolutely useless this game here. The stun is gonna be all it's effective for, but really, what's it do when you've got, what is this, 3 Yule Scepters here? No, just 2 so far. Pandaego's gonna go in. He's going to get a stun just on 1 yet again. There's the Blade Mail doing a lot of damage for Swissbeatz. He's going to get a kill onto the line alongside Crazy, and Loomdun just still soaking up this intelligence. 28 int here, and 2 sets of racks already. Is this the GG from Fogg as well as the rest of his team here? Ush. The draft wasn't as good as you thought it was, I guess, buddy. Did look like it was going to go great early on here, but a couple unfortunate engagements from the side of the Radiant, and looks like that could be that. Ush looks like he's going to try and move into, could be the AC. Honestly, we have seen that a couple times, but I'd imagine it would be the Shiva's Guard, especially against the Spirit Breaker Jug. Try to get rid of, you know, really as much attack speed as you can. And there's a good game, well played, coming out from the side of the Radiant. Loomdun, did we win? Did we actually win? Fogg just spamming the GG, well played, never mind. They know, maybe they're saying it's fake. The Radiant, they're just going to go down mid, see if they can perhaps even up this Rax advantage. Just go for one last hurrah. If they don't get this, maybe that'll be it. Juggernaut just moving into these Ancients, and 6.7k. He's so farmed right now. If we take a look at the levels, yeah, level 21, so much farm, so many levels here. If we could take a look at the items real quick, because it doesn't look like there's going to be any fight here. Not too much other than the diffusal blade on ixMike is going to be the major pickup here. There's the smoke coming out, so let's get rid of this graph and go into what could be the last team fight of the game. It looks like they're going to start rotating bottom, seeing that they're all pushing it here. We do have a word up from the Dire. They're going to run in, unfortunately, onto high ground here, and there's the Death Prophet. She's going to get hexed up. The global silence is going to come out. So many silences onto these heroes. There's the charge from Swissbeatz. Pandaego's going to absolutely explode. There's the ultimate from the Warlock, though. Could they continue to go on? There's the slow, as well as the Scream of Pain. The Crazy, he's going to be taking so much damage right now, as well as Loomdun on the back here. He's going to heal up thanks to the Bloodstone. We've got 2 heroes for 2 heroes so far. Death Prophet going to be coming back up quite soon. USH, he's going to get the last bird. There's the Omni Slash, though, as well as the waveform. And that's it. Whoops. Good game. 4 heroes down. I imagine that's it. USH, he's going to blink out and try to get away here. He's going to get 8 toast by Loomdun. There's this. Lincoln's going to be broken by ixMike, and he's actually going to continue to blink out here yet again.
Tower is under attack.
So, is the Radiant done? Do they want to continue on this path here? We do have the Abyssal up here from Genbu. And the... Alright. The Divine Rapier. So, maybe a little bit of 3-2-2 here from Genbu. The game's not over, especially when they see that Rapier. I imagine the Radiant's going to get really giddy here. As if you can throw that thing on the fog, who knows what can happen. ixMike going to throw the Adaptive Stripe on a Pandaego after he soaked up a lot of his mana. He's going to get hexed up. Does have the Yule Scepter. There's the USH popping his Lincoln Sphere here. The Crazy, look at all these Yule Scepters. This is absolutely nonsense. USH, he's going to get silenced in. The call from Axe. The finger to Loomdun. ixMike goes by. There's the Call Blade being used. And Pandaego, he wants to keep going. The blinking from USH, who's actually quite low. He's got to be careful. ixMike's going to throw out his Yule Scepter. Genbu, hey guys, I got the Rapier. What's going on? He's going to get used up. The call from Axe, no. The Adaptive Strike is going to stop anything. ixMike, what a freaking player. Fogged, he's going to try and output whatever he can here as Swissbeatz, as well as Genbu. He's going to try and kill this Axe, but Genbu's just going to take it with his Rapier here. ixMike taking a lot of damage. Look at these freaking Yule Scepters. Is anybody going to be able to cast anything here? Looks like, yes, Pandaego. Another Yule Scepter, and God, I am not getting tired of this item anytime soon. That was a joke, guys. I am absolutely hate seeing Yule Scepters all the time now, although it is quite funny. But looks like the Dagger going to close out this game. So a nice quick NEL game nonetheless. It looks like a triple Necrobook being picked up here for the Crazy, and Loomdun with a nice draft here. Really, once they learned how to fight around it, we had some fantastic games. The silence onto USH. Genbu off the Rapier here. She's going to go down. There's the Omni Slash. Just look at the damage. 1,100 crits here from Genbu. Only 33 minutes in. And good game well played from USH. And it really was a good game, guys. The Dire, they took it. Excuse me, sorry. Feeling a little bit under the weather. But Dire with a couple team fights later on. After the 23 minute mark there, they really started pushing. And Studley Stud Muffin stack. Loomdun, you guys get the victory. So thank you guys for watching this game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Nice little bit of NEL Dota here. Please stick around for the end of the video. There's a little bit more about my other series and what else you can watch. So thanks again for watching, guys. And please look out for more NEL videos. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I have my series from lane to lane where I just cast some everyday pubs that you guys send me. I also do some more professional pubs like games from Koikva, Miracle, whoever I can get my hands on from Dota Buff. I have a learning series as well, so feel free to check that out. There's some more info in the description as well as some videos linked in the annotations at the end here. Thanks a lot.